Hi guys, just wanted to show you the GloryFit app. That's an app which you can use for a lot of smartwatches like this one here, the P90. Yeah, can I turn it on? Okay, that's the smartwatch here. You can see definitely smartwatch with a lot of fitness tracking information, and everything will be synced then to the GloryFit. And the GloryFit is something which is working for a lot of different smartwatches, not only this one here. So it could be really interesting if you are interested into a smartwatch and it says it's using the GloryFit, then that's probably the video for you. So there are two things which I really don't like in particular about this app, and this is mainly the reason why I wanted to make this video, to warn you a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying it's totally not working or so, but it has quite some limitations, and so I really wanted to let you know about that. By the way, I've been using this app already a couple of years ago and I haven't seen any major developments, so I also don't expect a lot of development in the future. Probably they just leave it as is. Don't expect that you will get a lot of upgrades in the future. So what we have here on the left side is especially the health and fitness information. So when we pull it down, you can see it's synchronizing, transmitting all the data. Then we have the heart rate recording. You can click on that, get even the history, a lot of information down here. That's really nice. Also regarding sleep recording or sleep tracking, we have the day, we have the week, we have the monthly overview, also some additional information. Blood pressure, same thing. Blood oxygen, also really nice. So I would say the things which we have here in the home on the left side are really nice, I would say. Then, as most other apps, we have the sport here. We can start tracking some activity. Has actually nothing to do with the smartwatch. It's just tracking here on the smartphone. So you have to take the smartphone with you. Then we have a lot of device settings, and that's already one of my bigger complaints because it's very difficult to use, doesn't have really nice structure. Some similar things you have to find in 3 or 4 different locations. That's pretty crazy. Also, we don't have a lot of watch faces. Here also some information about Bluetooth calling. Yeah, we can use this smartwatch for phone calls. It has built-in microphone and speaker, as most smartwatches have these days. So we get some information how to enable or disable that. Here we get some additional watch faces, but also some minor complaint here because it takes very long to load and there are not a lot. I mean, we have some pretty nice ones, but I would say there are not really great watch faces. I have been checking around a little bit. There are some watch faces, of course, which you can use, but most of them are just not very useful. Then we have a lot of switches. I mean, they are calling these switches to turn on the tracking, like heart rate monitoring 24/7, blood oxygen monitoring. And then I would say we have the biggest complaints. That's regarding the reminders or notifications. It says call reminder, but it's actually call notification. We have that here. Then also the SMS notification. But for all the other apps, we have to click on app reminder. So we have an overview, but here we can't see all the apps which we have on the phone. There's just about 15 or so. If we need more, we have to click on select more apps. If we have already some here, we have to click one more time. But if you think now we can see all the apps which we have on this phone, no, I have to disappoint you. There are about, I would say, maybe 50 apps or so here in my situation. I have almost 300 apps on my phone and only for 50 of them I can activate notifications. That's super disappointing. So if you want to have notifications for your favorite app, that's maybe not here. So let's go back to the notification settings. Also very difficult to use, hard to find, and we do not have them for all the apps. We have sedentary reminders, we have the wrist gesture, but you cannot add a schedule, so it will also do that during the night unless you turn it off before you go to bed. This is also something which other apps are doing much better. It's not a good thing when you have to do things manually every time you go to bed and wake up in the morning. A little bit better here with the do not disturb, because here we have the possible scheduling. Here we have even 2 additional settings like the band vibration and the message reminder, which we can turn off. But these 2 things are not related to these schedules. You have to be really careful. So if you activate it like that, you will get no vibration, not even for the alarm in the morning, not for the timer, not for anything, and you won't get any kind of message notification. So I highly recommend to leave it like that. Then we have some universal settings. That's also something a little bit weird. Why would we need an additional menu for that? They could have just added this to the normal menu. Firmware upgrade, clear date. Then we have the Me, so I have to cover this because they are showing my email address here on top. So here we have different unit choices. Training plan, that's pretty cool. So you can add your weekly schedule, for example, the days where you want to go to the gym, and it will even remind you. Then you can set some goals, weekly activity goal. Then here we have something really nice. That's the weekly overview, what you have been doing. And that's something really nice. One of the best weekly overviews I've ever seen. No question about that. Really nice information, I would say. Then some psychological cycle information, more this female stuff. Third-party access, so we can connect it to Google Fit. Then permission settings, system settings, common problems, information, feedback. So I would say most things are working really good, but they are very complicated. Actually too complicated, much more complicated than with some other apps which other smartwatches are using. And the 2 biggest disadvantages for me, that we do not have the alarm settings here and the app notifications, which we have only for a very limited choice of apps. These are my major complaints here. So maybe there's a chance to get another smartwatch which is using a different app like the H band. That's something which I can highly recommend. There we can choose all the notifications from all the apps. Then maybe better choose this one here with the Glory app. Yeah, quite some limitations, especially regarding the app notification, and also that it can be quite difficult to find all the information and do the different settings. So I would say bottom line, definitely not the best smartwatch app which is on the market right now. So that's it for now, and so I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, or if you have made your own experience already with this app or want to suggest us a better app than that, maybe like the H band or some other app, then just let us know down in the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.